Good morning, church family. As many of you know, my name is LaRiche's, and I am PVUMC's Director of Children's Dramatic Arts. I attended undergrad on a full-ride scholarship for music and attended a top 5 graduate music program on scholarship as well. I've excelled in business management and sales since I got my first job as an assistant to the director of a nonprofit organization at 12 years old, and I actively seek to contribute to my communities and the society as a whole. But I'm Black. I want to say, and I'm Black, but my reality is, but I'm Black. Ask yourselves, of all the things I've listed, which line items grant me my humanity? Which line items grant me the right to fair and equitable employment opportunities, to free speech, to fair housing and lending practices, or to due process? Which of our academic or social achievements grant my husband or my sweet boy the right to sleep in our apartment, to carry a cell phone or a bag of Skittles, or jog through an open neighborhood? If you have been wondering what all the fuss is about, this is it. The civil unrest you're witnessing is a cry from your brothers and sisters in Christ for the rights that should be afforded to all human beings. The uprising is not about any individual person of color or any single murder. It's about the systemic racial injustice that lives on in our country and around the world today. Now, I know that's a controversial statement, but what I ask is that you consider how different your reality may be from that of a refugee from Syria or a princess in Monaco. Then consider how different your reality may be from that of the disabled person you ran into at the store or the Muslim family across the street. Consider for a moment that the realities of your brothers and sisters who were simply born with more melanin in their skin may not be the same as your own. Here's my reality. I was raised in a considerably diverse neighborhood until my parents divorced. Then my mom moved to a predominantly white neighborhood to ensure we received the best education. There, I cried at least 2 hours a day because I was regularly called the N-word, mistreated, and demeaned. That was 20 years ago. Here's my reality. In college, I visited an Irish pub in a popular area of town with some of my white friends. It was there that I, the only Black person in the establishment, was dragged out by the neck by a bouncer for simply looking for a seat. I was further assaulted when the police officers that I had called to protect me threatened to arrest me for breaking the bouncer's finger while I was trying to breathe. I was further abused when the cops refused to produce a police report so that I could seek justice for what had been done for me. That was 15 years ago. Here's my reality. I walked into my corporate place of business only to hear the N-word on the loudspeaker as inspiration for having a great day. That was 2 years ago. Here's my reality. I struggled to get pregnant. When I was blessed with a pregnancy and told that I was having a little Black boy, I laid awake in fear for weeks because I knew and I know that his skin will make his life difficult. That was a year and a half ago. Here's my reality. I have sat in a series of meetings with strong, educated, and self-proclaimed progressive white women and had every idea or statement stolen from my mouth and credited to a white peer. That was 3 months ago. Here is my reality. I am afraid. I'm afraid of how sharing my reality will damage the relationships I've built within this church today. Please understand, many things about the Black experience are unbelievable even when they aren't blatantly violent. We're all struggling to see past the stereotypes and prejudices that surround Black people today. It's astounding that we have all been indoctrinated by our media, our education system, our justice system, our corporate incarceration system, and our legal system to believe that Black people are mostly a bunch of self-destructive drug addicts and criminals with little to offer. Black achievements and contributions outside of athletics and entertainment have been muted, and Black lives are being stifled by the institutions that we have all been taught to trust. You may feel the fingers being pointed at you, as though you own slaves or you exhibit racist behaviors. Please know the finger is not being pointed at you to accuse you of these atrocious behaviors. The finger is being pointed at you as a group of individuals who can help. You can help by acknowledging my reality and not justifying my plight. You can help by recognizing that I am not the exception. Your Black friends, your Black spouse, your Black coworker or relative is not the exception. We are Black people. Make a concerted effort to understand that in the same way there are geniuses, criminals, Christians, and intellectuals amongst white people, Black people are equally as diverse. As Christians, act with an understanding that we are individuals who carry no specific and inevitable flaws as a result of the color of our skin. See our humanity. As citizens with a voice, use your platform, be it large or small, to challenge racial injustice and demand the systemic changes needed to ensure your Black brothers and sisters in Christ have futures where they are not targeted by those sworn to protect, where alleged petty crimes are not punishable by execution, where their history and their stories are not rewritten or dismissed, and where their right to exist is not measured by their resume. If you want to know more about how you can help, please visit www.goodgoodgood.co/anti-racism resources. Again, that's www.goodgoodgood.co/anti-racism-resources. Thank you.